CB Radio.
Say what?
It's Courtney, and I don't know if you can see like the half of people that are here. This is Brandy, of course. This is our friend Christina. I have them in my rant video today because it's not really a rant video, more of a, it's aggravating video. I'm a new mom. I had a baby 3 months ago, and my friends, they actually have like 2-year-old, 3-year-olds and stuff like that. So I asked them for, opinions and stuff like that. So I don't want this to be confused with, I don't want another parent's opinion. That's not what I mean, because I call, I ask them all the time. I ask, coworkers and stuff. My problem is whenever someone comes up to me and says, no, you're not supposed to do it this way, you do it this way. So basically, exactly. So this rant video is about letting a mom be a mom, basically. We all do things differently. We all do our hair differently, we dress differently, we talk differently, we eat differently. So obviously we're going to raise our kids differently. The first time I encountered this was, I was able to breastfeed my kid for a week. And I'm all for breastfeeding. I think it's great. I don't think you should have to breastfeed your kid. I don't think it should be like the law or anything. But I was excited about it. And then I wasn't able to after that week. They still aren't sure why. But so I posted on my Facebook, really bummed out, gonna have to let this side dry out because this side already dried out on its own, basically. And someone posted on there was, no, you can't do that. Breastfeeding is the best for your kid. I'm not gonna debate whether it's not. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist or anything. But she basically made me feel like shit. She started listing all these reasons why, like, your kid's gonna be stupider and he's gonna fail grades, he's not gonna walk right, he's gonna talk late and all this other shit. And I'm like, so it made me feel bad. And then someone posted the other day, should spanking be illegal? I think spanking your kid is your own business. I think as long as you're not beating the fuck out of your kid, or if you're not, leaving bruises or, bite marks or slap marks or busted eyeballs. Can you bust an eyeball?
Yeah.
I'm
pretty sure.
I don't think that it should be anybody's business. A fed kid's a happy kid, a loved kid's a loved kid, and it's really nobody's business. And me and Brandy are like, we're on a mom group together, and then there's other mom groups that I'm in. And I love mom groups, I really do, because they are very, very helpful. But there's just some things, like, in my personal opinion, a necklace isn't going to keep my child from being, having problems while teething. It's just not my opinion. So I would appreciate it if the mom who, messaged me privately and was like, you're wrong, this is going to help your kid out, and blah, blah, blah. It's not going to change my opinion. I'm not going to put an amber necklace around my kid's neck and be like, oh, your teething is magically going to make it feel better. It doesn't happen that way, in my opinion. I don't think that a mom should be able to walk up to a woman who's breastfeeding her kid in public and tell her that it's wrong and she should cover up. That's my opinion. I think that boob is to feed your kid. If you're going to look at it sexually, that's your problem. If you're worried about your husband looking at her, that's maybe something going on between you two need to work out. Because my husband actually saw a woman breastfeeding, and she dropped something, and he went over there, picked it up for her, and handed it to her. He didn't do it because he wanted to look at her boob. He did it because she was feeding her kid. And that's completely different. I don't think that anybody should think that they're a superior mom. We're all doing this day by day. We're all learning day by day. I mean, I got into this, like I said, a year ago, I didn't want kids. And here I am with a kid, and it's a learning experience. It really is, learning how to read what my son wants when he can't tell me what he wants. So it's like, trial and error, learning. And nobody can tell you how to do it.
I mean, every kid is different. I mean, to be honest, me and my husband, we let our child cry it out, and not everybody agrees with that. But I mean, it was the best for our child, and every child is different, so you can't really say this is what you have to do or this is what you should do, when that may have worked for their child, but it's not going to work for yours. Exactly. Some people aren't comfortable with letting their kids cry it out. Some people are. We were. Yeah. So that's what we did. Yeah,
I mean, my son's going on 3 months old, and I've been told since he was 1 month old, you should have him on a schedule.
You know how hard it is to get a 3-month-old on a schedule?
Yeah,
my husband and I do not plan on doing any kind of bedtime routine or schedule until my son's probably 6 to 8 months old.
Yeah.
I mean, right now he's pretty much on a baby to man schedule. If he's tired, I'm gonna let him sleep. If he's hungry, I'm gonna let him eat. Do I let him overeat? No. I usually feed him between 6 to 8 ounces, and I don't let him have any more. And some people think that's wrong. Feed your kid, but he's gonna throw it all up. You know, they don't know my kid. Actually, yesterday when I was in Red Lobster with my husband, mother-in-law, and my stepson, and my son Sebastian, and he threw this big fit, and I gave him the bottle, and some people laughing or anything, but this woman was like, "You shouldn't let your kid go that long without eating." She had no idea how long he had been without eating. No idea if he just woke up. No idea if he was just fussy because maybe he was gassy. She just assumed I didn't feed the kid. And that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, it kind of follows along the whole thing of the video that we did, like, it was last week, about body shaming, about women, you know, supporting other women instead of tearing women down.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if your kid is fed and your kid is loved and your kid is, you know, meeting milestones or not meeting milestones, or you know, you think they're smart but no one else thinks they're smart, who cares? You know,
Well, that's another thing, like milestones is people think that your kid should be walking by this age and talking by this age.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's not true. Each kid, regardless of what they're fed when they are, like, growing up, regardless of the type of home they have, they're gonna develop at their own pace. They're gonna walk at different ages. They're gonna talk at different ages. They're gonna learn their words, their colors. Like, it's different, child by child. Your first child can do everything by one, but your next one maybe by three. Full sentences. Like, it changes. There's not really, like, there's only so much that you can help.
And that kind of goes back to, like I said, every kid is different. You can't expect every kid to do the same thing at the exact same time or exactly the same way.
Yeah.
It's just...
Even whether you're a stay-at-home mom, or work full-time mom, work part-time mom, you know, work two jobs with a kid mom, you know, I mean, you're a mom, and your kid is loved, and your kid is taken care of, and your kid is happy, then don't let anybody else make you feel like you're a bad mom because you're not doing it the way that they are supposed to. I guarantee you, when they first became a mom, they didn't know what the hell they were doing either.
Absolutely.
No, no one knows what they're doing when they first become a mom. If anybody tells you they did, they're lying. They're lying through their teeth.
Because I bet you there was a night that kid was screaming their head off and they did everything that they could, and that kid still screamed. So they sat there with their child and they cried.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's pretty much all I really have to say on it. Just, you know, don't let anybody ever tell you that you're not doing a good enough job with your kid. As long as your kid is taken care of and loved and fed and, you know, fat or skinny or whatever, don't let anybody make you feel bad.